guys, it's Jasmine. We're here in Chinatown in New York City and we're about to go on a food crawl. I'm so excited. I love Chinatown. When I lived in New York for literally 3 months for an internship, I lived in Chinatown and I loved it here. The food is amazing. It's delicious. Every time we come back to New York City, we have to make an effort to spend a whole day in Chinatown because the food is just that delicious. We're gonna visit a lot of different spots. I got George behind the camera there.
Yo, what's up?
Let's do this. Behind me is Deluxe Food Market. We weren't originally gonna go here, but all the locals are walking in. And of course, monkey see, monkey do. So let's go. It's packed in there and the food looks really good. I don't hear a lick of English, so you know that's legit. Come on. Ooh, pig ear. Oh my God, I love pig ear. Oh my gosh, this kind of stuff is my favorite. There's a lot of stuff in here. We got bows, we got drinks, pastries, baked goods. We'll probably pick up a couple of our favorite things. The question is, do these really have cookies in them?
No, they don't.
Feel like sardines. Oh wow, we are in a whole market. Looks like this is a whole market that you can walk through. You can buy meats, you can buy fruits, produce, vegetables, fish. We're not gonna be doing any grocery shopping, so let's turn around and go get some food. Change of plans, guys. It was so crowded in there. It was really cool. I recommend checking it out, but the lines were too long. The serving sizes were a little too big for the food crawl. So if you're gonna be exploring Chinatown in Manhattan, I do suggest checking out the Deluxe Food Market. A lot of locals in there. We're currently in line for the Cheung Fen Cart, which are rice rolls. I have not had this one before. I'm very, very excited. The rice rolls look like very supple, very moist and wet, and I love that. We're gonna have to add extra sauce because that's just gonna make it even more delicious. I think a popular one is beef, but I personally love a shrimp rice roll, so that's what I'm gonna get. Is that cool with you, babe? Because we're sharing.
Hell yeah, I'm down for whatever.
Okay, great. Luckily, the line isn't too long. I've seen it much longer before on TikTok, so I think this might be like a 30-minute wait. I'm not sure how fast it moves. If you haven't had rice rolls before, they're essentially really thin pieces of rice rolled around a filling. So the filling could be any protein, it could be vegetables, sometimes it's even a fried donut, which is called youtiao. I personally don't like that texture combination, but I love it with shrimp. And if you've been to dim sum, you've probably had it before.
You ready?
Oh, I got the small since we're doing a crawl. And I'm a rapper. All right, fresh shrimp. I said yes to the hot sauce, which is looking like sambal. Hot, fresh, ready to eat. $3.50, I paid in cash. I actually didn't see if there was even a card option. If you're doing a food crawl in Chinatown, I do suggest you bring cash. All right, it's nice, it's hot, it's fresh. Cheers. They're talking about me. Yeah, I got a bite of cilantro. I don't love cilantro. The texture of the rice roll is so supple. It's silky, it's wet, it's plump. Because we were filming it for a little while, it soaked up a lot of the sauce, which gives it a beautiful flavor. I do wish it had more sauce. Like I wish there was a cart out here where I could just douse it with more and more sauce. But the flavor is so good and I love the fresh shrimp in there. I love it. You wanna try it, babe?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. I would say for $3.50 in Chinatown, definitely worth it. It's affordable. And if you get like an individual serving of this is a small, so if you get a large, it'll be pretty filling.
Okay, so I don't really love this when I get it at dim sum, but this is actually really good. The rice is so soft. It's like, I don't want to say it's mushy, but it's so stretchy and like, not like mochi-like, but so soft and pliable. I feel like the sauce has more flavor than I'm used to, which I love. That was really good. I'm gonna finish this whole thing. You mind?
Careful, we have a lot of stops to go.
It's very good. This is probably the best I've ever had. I'm not even lying. I got a bite of the cilantro. I actually really liked it. All right.
All right, we just ate at the Cheung Fen Cart. The Yelp rating was a 4.5. I'm gonna have to say that is a pretty fair rating, 4.5. I would say my experience, 4.7, but I got the shrimp and I love shrimp. If you gave me beef, I would, maybe I would have had a different rating for that. What about you, babe, from behind the camera?
4.7 for sure.
Nice. I just placed an order for their signature pork and chive dumplings. It looks really delicious. I did ask her what's the best in here and she pointed to that. And we also ordered a passion fruit green tea. I added boba and grass jelly to it. I need something refreshing. George and I have not been hydrating on this trip enough. So This is gonna be good. It's also freezing right now. It's like 47 degrees Fahrenheit, that in Celsius. So I'm happy that this spot has indoor dining. We're gonna make it quick though. We still got a lot of places to visit. Our food is here, I'm excited. It's gonna stay hot longer since we're eating inside, which I'm very happy about. I did already drink the drink. I love the tea. I love how strong the tea is. I do think it could use more passion fruit flavor. The boba is overcooked, it's a bit soft. The grass jelly is not dense enough for me. I do think they added a little too much water to the mix, making it really soft. That's why it's floating. So typically if you go to like Meat Fresh or something, you'll see that the grass jelly sinks. It's because their ratio of the herbal grass jelly powder to the water is higher. So these are the signature pork dumplings. It's pork and yellow chives. Yellow chives is a younger version of green chives. Green chives are stronger, they're older, they've got a stronger smell to it. The yellow chives are more tender, more mild in flavor. They also do have a bit of garlickiness to it, so they're great in stir fries. I see a huge wad of cilantro up top, which I'm gonna avoid. Cheers. And these dumplings are already sauced up. Damn, I actually really like these. They're really good. Crispy bottom. That sauce is so good. It's like a sweet soy sauce. The filling is juicy. I love the combination of pork and chives together. I really don't like when pork dumplings are too porky. And by really porky, I mean like gamey, you know? The Yelp rating is a 4.1. My rating for what I ordered itself, I'm gonna just keep the drink out of my rating. My final rating for the dumplings, I would give the dumplings a 4.6. The drink, I'd give it a 2. So averaging those numbers out comes to like a 3.35-ish, but I do feel like that number is too low for my overall experience, especially with the dumplings. So Yelp rating 4.1, I think that's fair.
All right, here goes. Oh, that's very saucy. It's dripping. The sauce is like tangy and sweet, and the dumpling itself is really, really good. I love pork and chives together. It's really, really good. If you guys have never had it, it's like pork, but every bite that you get is mixed with like a little bit of a green herbal taste. Look at that. That's really good. It's not as crispy as it was before though. That's a little bit upsetting.
Sorry, that's my fault.
Yeah, the sauce isn't overpowering. It's just salty, tangy, sort of sweet, and a little bit of a like sambal spice to it. It's pretty good. The tea's got an interesting flavor to it. I don't love it. The boba is a little bit squishy. The grass jelly is really light, but it's also got like a bitterness to it. Overall, I would say I'm not really a fan of this drink. I'd have to give these dumplings like a 4.2, knowing that if I had it crispy, it'd probably be like a 4.5 or a 4.6. And then the drink, I'd give like I'd give it like a 2. My rating, maybe like a 3.9.
Our next stop. We've actually been in line for 35 minutes. Honestly, it feels longer, but we probably still have another 30 minutes to go, I would say. We are waiting in line for Wafeng. It is famous for their roast pork over rice. I think the hype is real because the line is just absolutely insane. Keep in mind, it is a Sunday. Weekend lines are probably longer. We got it! Oh my gosh, I'm very excited to eat this. We got the roast pork over rice. I loved when he drenched it in sauce. There's also some veggies in there, obviously making it super, super healthy. I do believe that they raised the prices to $6.50, but still, this much food for $6.50 in Manhattan, I feel like that price is a really, really good deal. The line was really long. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a Sunday. We waited over an hour. To be more precise, an hour and 10 minutes for this. I don't like the security guard. He let someone cut, and everyone was waiting in line. And when that happened, I turned around and everyone was just like, and then he was giving like this whole life lesson to this other guy in front of us, and he just looked so uncomfortable. His girlfriend was uncomfortable. He was making like these weird misogynistic comments. I didn't like that at all. So Wafeng, if you're watching this, you should get a new security dude. What did he say? He said something like, you should never let a woman stand in front of you. He was like, be a man. You're a man.
I didn't hear that part, but he was like talking to himself up. He was talking about chess. He was talking about, oh, you don't have any time to do this. You don't have time to do that. Like, I don't know, this is weird. Weird conversation. Very
strange conversation. He was also rolling a blunt. The security guard was rolling a blunt, and then he smoked the blunt. All right, anyway, so let's try this. They were very generous. I really don't like birds, man. I'm very scared here. There's no sitting area inside, but there's a park right across the street, so if you want, you can come stay here, but there's a lot of birds, just heads up. All right, cheers. Very good. Vegetables. Wait, I really like the cabbage. The flavor of the pork is really delicious. It's not the most tender, not the most juicy, but this is definitely a bang for your buck. The rice is on the wetter side, fluffier, a little mushier. I actually would prefer it to be a little less mushy so it could really get coated in all the sauce. But you know what? It's really delicious. If I lived nearby and I needed a quick lunch that was affordable, easy choice. Easy choice. I feel like it would be quick to eat, not quick to get, especially on a weekend. Yelp's rating is a 4.5. I would give this a 4 out of 5. Admittedly, I think I let the security guard kind of dampen this rating, but the food's good. But if I really wanted this, I could also just go to 99 Ranch.
Oh my god. The flavor of the pork is so good. It's got like this really great barbecue, sweetness. It's not too salty or anything. It's honestly, the flavor is on point, perfect. The cabbage and the rice are like full of this sauce. And also the cabbage is so soft, which is exactly the way I love my vegetables. It's extremely soft. It like melts in your mouth. The pork itself, like some of it, you've got some drier bits on the edges, and then you've got some juicier bits inside. So it really depends on what bite you get. This is really freaking good. I wouldn't wait an hour, but I would wait maybe 30 to 40 minutes. I love soft rice. I love soft vegetables. This is like a George pick. I know Jasmine said the rice is on the wetter side. It definitely is. It's got a fluffiness to it, which I personally love. That's like my favorite kind of rice. Also, the flavor is so caramelized. Like I can't even describe how sweet and just freaking full of flavor this is.
Also, I want to note to keep in mind that I have very high standards for tenderness because I don't have molars in my back left side. So I need my meats to be super soft in order for me to not have any dental pain. Yeah, for me, this is a little bit too tough. You are going to town, baby.
Considering the line and the long wait, I would give this a 4.3. But the pork itself, like if this is just something you can get in 20 minutes, I would say 4.7. Like it's that good to me.
All right, we are running a little bit low on time. We're meeting one of my best friends for dinner tonight. So we are gonna stop by one more spot. Maybe two, we'll see. Now we're off to My Lai Wah for the delicious pineapple buns with barbecue pork. Oh my God, this is my nightmare, guys. Oh, okay, it doesn't look like that many. I don't know what it is about birds, guys. Like, I just think their flapping is just, it's too much motion for me. We've had these before, but it's worth coming back for them every visit. It's that good. I don't care what the Yelp rating for that one is because I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Guys, the line is too long. Luckily, I've already filmed a video here, so I'm gonna let it play here now. Look at the line. The line is so long that they're coming from both sides and they're coming inward, zippering in like a merging freeway. Because we're running low on time, we're gonna skip My Lai Wah. Here is the taste test that we had last time we were here. All right, we're about to head to My Lai Wah. Everyone tells me that they're known for their barbecue pork buns, so I gotta check it out. We got it. I got the pineapple cha cha bao, which is, it's not actually made of pineapple, it's just like the topping on it. It's a bolo bao. It's like an egg wash crumble. The best way I can describe it is like a savory version of a concha. The pork on the inside is so juicy and tender, and the outside has a great crumble, but the bread is still nice and chewy. $2.30. Babe, do you want to try? He takes massive bites. You just said you were full.
I said I was full, but I'm gonna have to finish this.
Okay, we'll share.
Oh, okay.
The pork is so fatty.
For $2.50?
$2.30.
$2.30? Slap my mama. That's good. Give me that.
If you haven't had it and you're here, definitely try My Lai Wah. It is really worth the hype. Instead, we're gonna make our way over to Xi'an Famous Foods for their noodles. Let's go. You know what's wild? That line is so long, and the line that we waited in for Wafeng also longer than any Disneyland ride I've waited for in the past like 2-3 years. Granted, yes, I did get Genie Pass. However, alrighty, we're gonna make our way to Xi'an Famous Foods now and get their famous pulled noodles. The line doesn't look as long here. We're in line asking who has been here, and this one guy was like, I've been here. I'm from Florida, and I come here literally just for these noodles. You have to get the lamb noodles. However, me and George are not fans of lamb, so we got the pork version. It's a hot and sour pork noodle, which I love. I love hot and sour. These noodles are super thick. Now, let me preface, I actually prefer thin noodles, but these look impeccable. I'm so excited. And guess how long we waited for these noodles? Less than 5 minutes, so that makes me even happier. All right, here we go. I don't even know where to begin. I don't like it. No. Okay, I can't even lie to you guys. I'm actually not a fan. The noodles are too thick, like far too thick and doughy for me. The sauce is very lammy to me, so it perhaps maybe the pots are not fully washed before another dish is ordered. I love the spice level. It's not sour enough for me, but I'm gonna give the dumplings a try. We ordered hot and sour spinach dumplings. I feel so bad that I don't like them. Yeah, you know what? It's better to be honest with you guys. I'm just not a fan. But if you like thick noodles, honestly, probably for you. Here we have the hot and sour spinach dumplings. Dumplings are so big. Cheers. Also, it got really packed in here all of a sudden. These I like. I like these actually a lot more than the noodles. I'm not getting any lamb from these. Great spice level. If you don't like numbing spice, maybe not for you. I will say the skin on the dumpling is thick, similar to how thick the noodles are, but I think it meshes well together. And I do like the level of spice and tang from the sauce. Yelp rating is a 4 out of 5. My rating is 3 out of 5. All right, your turn, babe.
Pork is tender, off to a good start. Cabbage has a good crisp to it. Now try noodles. Okay. The sauce definitely has a lamb flavor to it. It's not very strong. I think Jasmine really dislikes lamb, so it like comes very forward for her. But it's not like extremely lamb flavor. But that being said, I can taste the lamb for sure. I actually don't think the sauce is too bad. It's also very cumin forward, so it does feel very spiced. If you don't like these super heavily Chinese spice flavors, this probably isn't for you. But if you do enjoy them, I think this is actually pretty good. Personally, I love a good thick noodle. I think this is done very well. It's not too thick that it's like undercooked. I feel like the noodles that I have been pretty thoroughly and evenly cooked. They're not mushy, but I do agree with Jasmine. It is a little on the doughy side, but it's not too bad. Yeah, overall, I'm actually enjoying the texture of the noodles. It's not my favorite dish in the world, but that being said, I'm not a fan of this type of spice, but I think that if you do like that, you probably would really like this dish. Now I'm gonna try the hot and sour spinach dumplings. Oh, it smells good. Oh, no wonder Jasmine likes this. This sauce is very sour. It's really hard to grab from a chopstick user like myself. Oh my god!
It's not that sour.
It's very sour. I do love sour things. I don't love when things are overly sour. For me, this dish is like verging on like too sour for me to eat. I also made a mistake of like biting into it and then dunking it in the soup. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. I've never had a spinach dumpling quite like this. There's a lot of spinach that's chopped up and there's not like a lot of binding to it. So it doesn't feel like a dumpling as much as it feels like a dumpling stuffed with spinach, if that makes sense. It's a unique flavor. This is not my favorite dish. I actually prefer the noodles. Yelp gave this place a 4. I'll give this a 3.6, 3.7 maybe.
Alrighty, we just came from Xi'an Famous Foods. Now we're headed to our last stop of the day at Ice Cream Factory, Chinatown Ice Cream Factory. I absolutely love this ice cream spot. We have to come here every single time we come to New York. It has the best flavors. The Asian flavors are very, very potent. We've had the pandan, we've had the lychee, but I did a collaboration with one of my favorite ice cream spots in California called Wanderlust, and my lychee ice cream with them was inspired by the flavor that is here, except I made my lychee flavor just like 3 times more intense than the one at Chinatown Factory. I just love really, really, really bold flavors. We are almost there at the original Chinatown Ice Cream Factory, and I told myself I would get new flavors this time, but I don't know. It's hard to veer away from what you love, you know? But if you're gonna come here, love the lychee, the pandan, the almond cookie is so good. Don't skip on that. I'm also not sure if this is the wisest idea because it is so cold. I'm literally in a North Face jacket because it's so cold. There's like barely a line. Wonderful. I was a predictable girl and I ended up getting almond cookie again. It's just so good. My actual go-to is the lychee. It's my favorite. I'm someone who doesn't really like almonds, but there's something about Asian almond flavor that is just so fragrant, almost floral. It's just so delicate and smooth. It's amazing. And the chunks of the almond, oh my gosh. The heavens are singing. Perfect texture. We usually get it in a cone, but I didn't want to hold a cone today. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I think that Chinatown Ice Cream Factory is one of the must-visit spots.
must-visit spots in New York City, Chinatown. Also, something really funny about their menu is that they have regular flavors and it's all Asian flavors, and the section below it is called the exotics, and it's like mint chocolate chip, banana, Oreo, which are, you know, classic American flavors, but I love to see it. Yelp rating was 4.2. My rating, 5 out of 5.
Ooh, bits of almond cookie. Can't wait. Oh my god. I love almond cookies. They bring me back to a time when I was very happy. This hits the spot. Jasmine's on point when she said that it's kind of floral. It's extremely aromatic, and the texture of this ice cream is so nice and like creamy. Look at that, so creamy. Like, I hate ice cream soup, but if somebody made me ice cream soup with this, I think I would die and go to heaven. Yelp rating's a 4.2. I give this like a 4.8.
You said 4.8. What's missing?
It's too cold.
What?
What makes this a 5 for me is honestly like, the shop is very small, it's hole in the wall, they take cash only, which is very authentic. For me personally, when there's so many options, I get analysis paralysis, and I want to try like every single thing. You know, if they had a few really good like popular options and go-to options, that would be really nice.
All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us on the food tour. I think we are stuffed. We also have to head to dinner right now.
Oh my
but
God.
we started off with the delicious rice rolls, the Cheung Fen Cart.
That was so good. Yeah.
So good with the fresh shrimp. Then we headed to Xi'an for dumplings and
boba.
tea. Yeah, and then to Wafeng for roast pork over rice. And then we went to Meilaiwa, which the line was too long.
Didn't get to try it, but it is a must. You have to go for sure.
Shortly after we left, this lady came out and she was screaming at everyone. She was like, "There's two lines!
Get in the right line!
You're not in the right line!" And it was really funny.
And then we went to the noodle place, Xi'an Famous Foods.
We got hot and sour hand-pulled noodles and spinach dumplings. And then we finished off the food tour with my favorite ice cream shop, Chinatown Ice Cream Factory.
Oh,
so good.
Must have. You gotta try the almond cookie, try the pandan, try the taro.
What was your favorite?
I know we didn't get to go, but Meilaiwa is my favorite for sure. Always love that.
It is
Ice Cream
really
Factory and Wafeng.
Wow, you picked 3 favorites?
Yeah.
I think you should only pick one. You can only pick one favorite.
I mean, I can't choose just one, but if I had to, it would be Meilaiwa.
Which we didn't even get to try today.
I know. Maybe that's why it's my favorite. It's like, I still want to get it so
I
bad.
know, you're in love with the memory of it. I know it's 47 degrees, but my favorite remains to be the Chinatown Ice Cream Factory. It's just that good. All right, thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this food tour, and I hope to be making some more. If you like this food crawl, make sure to go check out our other video doing a Flushing food crawl. And also don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and make sure to click that notification bell.
All right,
Bye
see ya.
guys.